Kush and Cow Show. Kush and Cow Show. Kush and Cow Show. It's the Kush and Cow Show.
Oh, brother.
You see?
We're there.
Oh, you mean, man? We back
Yes.
outside. You see how the thing set already?
Yeah, man.
Oh, you mean, man? Goodness. How the thing set?
After God, you know everything I read.
Ah,
Yeah, man. Trinidad, we there.
Yeah. Well, you don't know we stay. Ever evolving,
True.
ever brand new.
Yeah, man.
Tonight we have a different twist on the thing. And the twist we coming from this week is that we'll be answering a few emails that we received from, so big up. First, let me start off the big up everybody who sent in their topics via email.
Yeah.
We actually did a dry run. We didn't really make it known to the public. We just, put it out there, and who grab onto it. So we want to make it official now.
Yeah.
By letting you all know, you could either reach out to us via email at lionsandproduction17, or you could leave your topics via the comment section.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Which might be easier for the item.
Which might be easier for the
just
item.
comment, man, and we reading every single one.
Let me know what kind of topics all you'd like us to discuss on. Who is some of the guests all you'd like to see on the inside, so we can make this much more interactive, more, people based. So, you don't know the things that are ready.
Straight into it.
We kick back.
Yeah.
We spark up. And we reason.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. You see all the things that are ready. My favorite part of the show,
That's all. I'm a light out.
Bless up all the new viewers.
Yeah,
Bless
man.
up all the new subscribers. We give thanks for having all you here. The analytics still saying that almost 40% of all ain't subscribed up yet. So we'd advise that, click the little subscribe button, click the little notification bell. So you're going to know when we live and we there out the road, man. You see it?
Yeah, man.
Hey, man.
Yes,
And you don't know we don't ramp with the energy wrong here. So we jumping into the thing one time.
Who the first one coming from?
We have Alex Carter out of the United States of America.
All right, big up Alex.
Alex, big up yourself.
Yeah, man, thanks
we
for
give
the-
thanks for the
Yeah,
suggestion. Alex's suggestion is the rise of the digital nomads. Is the 9-to-5 lifestyle dying, or is remote work just a privilege for a few? What's your take on that, Gadi?
Is the 9-to-5 lifestyle dying?
Or is remote work
Just a privilege.
for a few? So remote
few.
work, for those who might know,
Yeah.
would be working from the convenience of your home. Not having to go into the job on a daily basis. That's like working online, telemarketers, those kind of professions and thing. Do you think that let me start with the 9-to-5,
Right.
Because traditionally, that's what we was taught.
Yeah.
Go to school, get a proper education, get a nice little job, do that 9-to-5, try to fight up with the life, make something of yourself, right? And now, due to the pandemic or the pandemic, they have now shifted to working from home.
Right.
Do you think the 9-to-5 will get phased out eventually? And would it be that we all working from home? Or do you think that working from home is just something granted to just a few?
I wouldn't say it's a few working from home. It's a little more than a few. But it's not enough, or it would not be enough to ever stop the 9-to-5. Or some system of a 9-to-5. Because even if the powers that be change that system, whether it be the time or how they do that, it's still going to have that in place, because you still need the copper mine, the gold mine. You know what I mean?
You still need the physical labor.
Yes, even if it is to make the products for us to work at home, that still need to happen. Because even in movies where you see this utopian world, it is still had to get rid of the trash.
Yeah.
It still had to have that guy who coming out every day to make sure physical labor now. Yeah. So let me just stamp that one time. I don't think you could get rid of the 9-to-5.
You don't think so?
Nah. But we in 2025 where someone have the opportunity to work from home. And a lot more people taking the opportunity,
Right.
especially internationally, because locally it's happening, but I think there's a little bit of a disconnect where you see everybody jumping online thinking that they could start to work remotely from home.
Right.
But you need to have some qualifications, you need to have certain things. So the youth who see in the YouTube videos,
Right.
who have no experience, no nothing, and thinking 17 and are going to remote work, it mightn't work out like they think. And then they don't tell you about, not to go too far, but they don't tell you about how you're collecting your payment. Some people
Right.
don't even have an account.
Right.
They
right.
had a phone, then they could do some remote work on the phone, but you can't even
They
collect
don't even
the
have a way
money.
to get paid.
Yes. So, that's just a touch even on the 9 to 5 aspect.
My take on the thing is that with the evolution of society and with the evolution of time, I think that what you now saying there would become the minority soon enough. I think soon at some point in time, the 9 to 5 is going to become the minority, and the nomad work from home or work from a
Right.
remote location is going to become the new norm. Because if you watch the way the financial infrastructure set up in terms of generation of money,
Yeah.
a lot of it shifting towards more an online scheme,
Right.
where there's almost equal amount of online stores that there is the physical stores, because a person don't need a building and a location and a rent
Right.
to run a business no more. They could run it out of the garage at their home. They
Yeah.
could ship products from the garage, and they could supply the world right out of their home. And I think the more that we become a digitally demanding people,
Yeah.
the more that we shop online, the more that we tap into that whole online scope of the things. Excuse me. I think it would definitely shift more into the
But even if I add to that,
yeah.
or add to my point I was making before, those would be more or mostly products or working for companies that need a lot of data, crunch and write and type
Right.
and these things, right? But to say that the remote work will become the greater norm it might become more balanced, as in 50-50, 60-40, but for it to actually take over, because think of how much things you still need the personal experience.
Yeah, but
restaurants.
think of how much. No, bro. Because here we're showing you, right? Listen to what I'm going to tell you here now.
Yeah.
The more we become digitally inclined, is the less we're going to need that physical labor scope. Because, all right, you draw the reference of a restaurant, right? Now you could have restaurant meals delivered to your home on a daily basis.
Yeah.
That pertaining to your diet, that not frozen, that fresh, that, that kind of way. You
Even-
could have
yeah.
groceries delivered to your place now.
Yeah.
You could have. So what would become necessary is probably to people to carry out these minor tasks.
Yeah.
And even that has become remote, because now,
You're right.
now Amazon and We Eats and all these different people, they have drones that
Yeah.
deliver in your food and your products via drone.
Yeah.
They have a warehouse located, a central location in each and every city. And out of that location, a drone flies and delivers your product for you on your doorstep or on your lawn.
I dig
And
you.
you won't see a personal yet.
Because you have me thinking now, because I'm thinking even McDonald's, where I think they have one or two around, if not more, where it fully automated.
Automated.
You could go in, press a button, your burger come out, your fries come out, and it have nobody behind there.
Nobody.
There's just, I think by law, this require one person, at least one human being,
Right.
to be around now,
Right, that's just in case
insurance,
anything,
fire,
anything happens, that it has somebody who could make a judgment based on.
Even this movie they tried to show you the other day, where the whole construction site was robots.
Was robots.
But they keep the foreman. the foreman who used to be over the human workers, they keep him to be the one human on that
Overseeing
whole
everything.
compound. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I could see where, because of AI and the advancement of the digital world, but I still saying 50-50 because it have the people like you and I.
Yeah.
It still have jobs that not necessarily in the 9 to 5 bracket, but it would not be remote. And it's things that you like content. You know, we take
Yeah.
it seriously,
Yeah.
structure.
Yeah.
This 1 hour that people seeing, they don't know it's like 8 hours when
Preparation.
it and
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
we might plan to come out early in the morning and do it like a job, 8 to 4,
Yeah.
8 to
Yeah.
3. You know, we
Yeah,
flexible,
definitely.
we doing we
Definitely.
thing, we chilling, but we still have that structure of a 9 to 5 saying that we have a set hours to do a set work.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
it will always have those type of, you know,
Yeah, fair enough.
where
Fair enough.
physical labor is required over a period of time. And like Lions Den, and we're talking recently about expanding and growth and, you know,
Right.
expanding the
Right.
team and
Yeah.
whatnot.
Yeah.
It will come like a 9 to 5 to them, or a job like that now, which is not remote, that they come into to spend a
Physically
certain
to
amount
do
of
something.
time to physically do something.
Yeah.
You know what
And
I
I
mean?
totally agree with you with
Yeah.
that there definitely would be need for the human interaction
will be
still.
less. It
But
will
it
be less.
definitely would be a bit less.
It will be less.
Right? So Alex
Yeah,
Carter, we definitely thank you for
For
that
sure.
topic.
Who else do we have?
And we invite you all to give us your point of view on the different topics as we
Yeah.
go along.
Yeah,
Leave
comment.
your take on it in the comment section, and do be reminded, subscribe to the thing, press the notification bell, and leave your suggestions in the comment section for we as well.
Okay, I like where this one coming from. All the way from Ghana. Ghana plug-in, Lion.
I mean, man,
Ciao, man.
tell you the thing global.
Yes,
where then,
man. This is Kofi. I hope I'm saying it right. Kofi Mensah.
Mensa. Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
From
Sound
Ghana.
like royalty, they, man.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man.
He's saying, you talking about generational wealth versus starting from nothing. So his question is success really about hard work, or does family money play a bigger role?
Wow. That's a nice one.
Mm-hmm.
That's a nice one. Go in?
Go in.
Yeah. To me, having the help of your family is a good thing,
Yeah.
because if you could have that generational wealth to tap into, that wealth to tap into to be able to drive your project or drive your force further, that is a blessing,
Yeah.
right? But at the same point in time, you could have all the favor in the world and not enough determination to get it done.
Yeah.
As we often say, comfort does breed a weak man.
Definitely.
And as much as it would be nice to have the financial help, you see, there's nothing like starting from the ground, my guy.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
building something for yourself, the satisfaction and gratification that you just get from building something with minimal to no help.
Yeah.
You see, it's much more rewarding.
Yeah.
That's why the father said, "Blessed is the man who have his own now, boy."
Yeah.
Yeah. So
I will say the same thing,
yeah.
but I'll say it differently, because starting from scratch means that you're going to have a lot more resistance to get to your goal, and an unscripted resistance, because you could even plan resistance into your business package or your strategy or whatever it is you're dealing with in life. But unscripted setbacks, where it builds a certain character for the get through, for when you
Yeah.
actually
Yeah.
become successful.
Yeah.
Because it's very hard without having these tools to come from zero to success. I think the way having money in your family does help is that if you don't have the tools as yet, you could still get a start, and you could learn on the go, and you could probably fail doing it from that scale now.
And that's
You
where the
know?
first part of his question is success really about hard work? I would
Yeah.
like to say yes.
Definitely.
Because as much as not having the money from your family and them is going to make it much more difficult,
Yeah.
both are going to require hard work. Both are going to require
Yeah.
hard work,
Definitely.
right? Because nothing in your life don't really come easy,
Yeah.
especially if it's something worth having.
Yeah.
You could have all the favors and luxuries laid at your feet. You're still going to have to pass through some tests, whether it be just dealing with the luxury.
Yeah.
Because think about it this way. Let me just spin it this way. I have a rich uncle
Yeah.
who say, Lion, sky's the limit. Anything you want, you get it.
Right.
But because I have a rich uncle now, I run and buy a Red Dragon, which is one of the top cinematic cameras it have, right?
Okay.
I run and buy a Red Dragon. But here we go on. I run and buy the Red Dragon. But I have to pay a man $800 every time I turn it on. Because I never spend an hour sitting down trying to learn it. Trying to figure out how to operate it.
Okay.
Because I have the comfort of getting it. You see it?
Yeah.
I had the uncle to buy it. But me, myself, because it's so easy for me to get it, me ain't take the time to learn how to operate.
True.
Because I have seen that in my personal field where, with my black magic, I rent my black magic out from time to time, right?
Okay.
And nearly 95% of the times I rent my black magic, I also receive an operations fee.
Right.
And the operation fee is not for me to work it on the set, you know. It's just for me to set the lighting, the color balance, the right ISO, these kind of things. Because the person who operating it know about black magic, but they
Yeah.
don't know how to work a black magic.
Yeah, you had to give them some presets.
So you have to come and you have to
Yeah.
come in the room when they change different locations. You have to come adjust the white balance, the shutter speed, the ISO. You have to make sure the aperture right and these kind of things. And then the operator now will come and get the shots.
Now, I wouldn't vex with someone who paying someone and they ain't learn the tool they pass or the tool from the thing they're passionate about. Here why. I would just tell the person who have the start, challenge yourself. You have 2 million here,
Right.
your uncle now give you 2 million, but operate as if you have zero.
Right.
Operate from challenge yourself to the fullest. Don't cut any corners. So dig this. I want to do film. I didn't take the hour to learn, but I'm bringing in a guy to do that $800 fee, right?
Yeah, go ahead.
But what I doing with my time that I didn't learn to operate the camera? Am I thinking about multiplying the production rate? You know? Or
Let me show
setting up
you where the
something,
problem in,
right? Go ahead.
in that lies, right, my brother? And I will take a second and absorb what I'm going and sit here, right?
Truth.
How could a leader lead if you don't know what you're leading? How could you bring a man to do a film if you don't know how to operate the camera? So he would just give you anything and that will be good enough for you. You must have some level of knowledge in everything. That's what makes a good leader. A good leader know how to pass a mop and how to set a set.
Yeah.
A good leader know how to adjust a light and how to hand somebody a lighter effectively without it showing on set.
Right.
You catch the
I dig in
what
that.
I mean?
Well, you know, we share that sentiment.
So,
But-
in order for you to lead,
Yeah.
you have to have an understanding of what it is you're dealing with, Benjamin.
Yeah.
So some sort of time, effort, work, going back to the original point, some kind of work must be put in. So as much as money might be a factor, as much as links might be a factor, as much as you might have all the comforts and the benefit, if you don't work hard, success is not guaranteed.
Well, this is what I say because it is about which challenge you're accepting. Now, I would still make the argument that I don't have to learn the camera because it's 2 million I have. The man who I call in, he done do 10 blockbuster movie, Jay-Z video, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So when I bring him,
Okay.
the challenge I taking on now,
Right.
how to get him to bring my vision, how to lead him
Right.
to do, not to do his work, but to conceptualize where I coming from.
But if you don't even know what your vision is,
Well,
how could he execute it?
nobody you know what your vision is.
Right?
You might have an idea what you want it to look like in the end.
Right.
I still don't need to know the lighting and how much, you know what I mean? It's still are the technicalities that, because the challenge that I have taken up now,
Right.
the other ones require just as much time and just as much dedication, just as much work. No.
Right. You don't have to know how much ohms the
Right.
speaker thing in, or you don't have to know how much the projection, the light given, but you have to know what it requires to get the shot that you need. So you
Alright.
have to have some level
Yeah.
of intuition, some level of insight
Yeah.
into it.
Well, you ain't go pick, you ain't
all right,
supposed
think
to.
about this, right?
Go ahead.
Let's not
Go ahead.
continue, right?
Sorry,
Think
yeah.
about this. Think about how much people, how much artists,
Mm-hmm.
how much millionaires, how much stars, creatives
Mm-hmm.
left the financial part of the business
Right.
in somebody else's hands, and today they're broken. Today they have nothing because they was never find. That is why these new artists not signing to labels nowadays, Gary.
Right.
Because they understand the financial literacy part
Yeah,
of it.
yeah.
And they realize that being independent, I could make more money, but only by taking the time to tap into that information
Right.
were they able to make that decision.
Right.
So you must put in the work, because if, let me say you have 2 million. You don't know, or you never check how much it is cost to hire a professional cameraman.
Right.
And the cameraman come in and overhear you saying, 2 million. And tell you, here we're going, this will cost you about 900,000.
Right.
Now you not knowing where's the order. You don't know. You never even check to see where's the going rate of a professional
Right.
videographer. You go in and get that 900,000.
Now, well, don't get me wrong, because I did minimally break it down to the operating the camera, right?
No, but I just show you
Yeah,
the different
yeah,
aspects how
because-
if you're not paying attention, how you could be misled. So
Right.
I can't say, all right, I bring in Tom, Dick and Harry to run this.
Right.
Because even when the CEO of a company handle a financial advisor, he done sit down into financial seminars himself already. When he hire a graphics man, he done attend a graphics course, or he done sit down and analyze, or sit down with an analyst who know about graphics and get a breakdown of what is going to require, and then them look for a professional.
Well, this is why I say it don't always happen like that. Because take this, in another scenario, I want to open a restaurant. I have no idea about restauranting.
Right?
I'm not a chef.
Right, go ahead.
I'm not a business owner or operate
Right.
any of these menus or anything.
Right.
But there's a certain amount of research that I should do, because you're not just going to spend your money wild. You're going to do some sort of research enough that you...
But that is what I'm talking
Yeah,
about.
but I don't have to go and learn to cook.
No.
Or I don't have to...
No,
You know what I mean?
I never say you have to be.
Yeah.
I never say you have to be the best in it, you know. Or you
Right.
have to literally conquer that feeling, you know. It come like me, bro. Right? More people might say, you know, I just do plenty, but the reason I just do plenty is because I'm not really a dependent person.
Yeah.
So instead I had to hire a light man, I will learn about lights. Because I don't have the funds to hire somebody
Right.
at this point in time. But if in the future, 2 million land in my hand to handle a project, I could know what is the proper thing. I know where the light's supposed to be. I could walk into a room and tell you, no, sir,
Yeah.
that is off. Move that light from there, put that light behind your head for me. You know that kind of way? I could tell you that audio in song and rich enough. Carry up the mic a bit more.
Yeah.
because I learn these things and put myself in a. So hard work is definitely
and we kinda-
more important than the financial
Yeah.
assessment.
And we kind of saying the same thing.
Same
too,
thing,
because
yeah.
it's still no lack of work by taking a macro approach to the job.
Right.
Meaning that I hire all these people to get what division that I want done.
Yeah.
And the job is now how to manage people. So that is what I would go and spend my hour on to get in depth.
Definitely when you reach that
You
place.
know?
So
Yeah.
every level you reach would require some level of work.
Yeah.
So
for
to,
sure.
to answer your question,
Yeah, boy, Kofi, boy.
Kofi,
Ooh.
you said me deeper that one, yeah, man. To answer your question, my take would be that definitely success requires
Yeah, man.
a lot of hard work, and hard work is one of the, if not the only, true key to success. Because a person could become overnight, a overnight success, but it's going to require much more work to maintain that success.
Ooh,
Then.
we didn't even touch on that.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that is,
Who's next?
moving along.
Well, there's plenty, we really appreciate the comments.
Yeah,
There's a lot. I've been
lot of
going through
emails.
some emails and
Yeah.
some real out-there questions. People want to know a little bit more about the LG. What's the next one there, Lan?
Boy, huh.
Take next question, next comment.
Here we're going, eh? Here we're going. As a man, there's always say, let your words be acceptable in the eyes of the Most High, not man.
True.
You see it? So man can't put me in no box to have me no fearful way neither too.
Yeah.
Because I ride him with the king.
Yeah.
Right? We've been seeing a lot of comments and questions asking me to discuss the LGBTQ community. And we know that is a very ticklish subject. For some, for me, it's just a plain outright yes and no kind of vibe.
Right.
Right and wrong kind of vibe.
Yeah.
We mean need to beat around the 1,000 bushes. But if there is something well, you're really interested in hearing we talking about, we'll try to do an episode on it most definitely. Yeah?
With the Kush and couch flavor, so
it will still be tasteful.
And
it
proper.
Yeah, you know a kind of way?
Yeah.
So we still in Africa here.
Yeah.
We actually going to the South Africa now, South Africa. We are Zanili.
Yeah, boy. Zanili. Whoa.
Dlamini.
Dlamini. Dlamini.
Dlamini.
Dlamini. Only don't make mommy, man. But really want to get the thing right.
Zanili.
Right, yeah.
Zanili, big up yourself. South Africa, big up yourself. We give thanks all you tapping into the thing. We give thanks all you coming Africa. On the inside.
Yeah, man.
Right? Zanili asked tonight, they want to know the truth about side hustles. Right? What is a side hustle and are they financial freedom or just a second job with more stress?
The truth about side hustles.
You see it?
Are they financial freedom or just a second job with more stress? Now that, because I consume a lot of financial content and business and that is my thing, I could answer that one pretty easily. It have levels to the game. It have businessman, entrepreneur, mogul. It have different levels.
Right.
And when you start a business, a self-employed business, it's not really a business as yet. That is you making a product and selling it.
Right.
You still have to class it as a business because you need your license and whatever, right? But really and truly, a business has no less than 13 workers. It have secretaries, but because of AI, we get less workers, but it does have a certain structure. You must have staff, a vehicle, transportation, certain things.
Not necessarily, guys.
Well,
not necessarily. I would like to say that is an arcane way of thinking.
Traditional thinking.
A traditional way of thinking about business.
With the big money, they still using the traditional systems to classify what things are. Even though we evolving what it is, the money up on top,
Right.
they still using those class to say, I ain't really check for you as a business. Because you see it on Shark Tank. When people come and they say, nah, that ain't really a business yet. But you just make 2 million in sales and you have a good product that's selling and you know what I mean? And they would still say, nah, that doesn't sound like a business yet. Because it, you know, it don't have that structure or even long term how it could expand or grow. You know?
Now, let me spin it from my perspective, right?
Right.
Because I have been in business, and I would like to believe Lance and production has been a functioning business for the last 8 years.
Right.
Right? I do not have 13 workers attached to my company. I don't think I have ever had 13 workers work on one project with me.
Yeah.
Right? But I would say we are a functioning business. Wouldn't you say?
Classified as a business because it's still self-employed. Now, you do have workers because when Lance then go on to bigger projects, now you don't have 13 workers on call or no, you have them on call. They're not as daily paid workers who come in every day. But for you, Lance, then to undertake the massive projects that you have already undertaken, you, Lance, then couldn't do it alone.
No. Most definitely not.
So the operation was to get certain things to make it go into that stratosphere. Because here what happens, you end up becoming literally self-employed, where you running ragged 40 hours a week, just like your job, and the money not even equating or just above. You know?
Yeah, where the first thing we just have to watch, right? A 9 to 5 is somebody else's vision,
Right.
right? The 95 you goes to is somebody else's dream.
Right.
When you create a side hustle or you become an entrepreneur,
Yeah.
starting a business of your own, right? It requires a different level of commitment. Because when you could go between the 9 to 5 hours, complete somebody else's vision, right? Yours might require 13, 14 hours.
Right.
And this is what we just have to understand as a people, especially as entrepreneurs, is that it's not that it become a harder job or it become thing. It's you building something. And if you want that to work, you have to bring it up to the level that it works. Now, as long as somebody register a company, right? And it is registered in the business registry,
Right.
right? It then becomes an immediate business.
Yeah. There's still.
Listen what I say. As you say, it at different levels to the thing,
Yeah.
right? So you might be a registered business, or you are a functioning business.
Because we try around the word entrepreneur loosely too. I'm not say I'm an entrepreneur, but are you really? Are you checking all the boxes that is required for you to be an entrepreneur? Or is it the fad? You just use the word because you know you're doing things and money making and you say, well, I'm an entrepreneur. But some of us in even really, you know, but you even have our check-ins in, you know what I mean? Business ain't running like that now. You ain't paying no taxes in, you know what I mean?
No, but listen what I'm saying, right? The word entrepreneur does mean financial or business literacy. It means one who is young in the business sector creating a business, a young business owner. Entrepreneur literally means a young business owner. So that doesn't mean to say you have to have a checking account to be a company.
I don't check that because I don't even think it's that.
Yeah, check it and see.
Yeah.
Because it are big companies, right? We're still working out the checking accounts. We're still working out the taxes, still working out certain things, and they working, they functioning. So as I say, it at different levels. When you register your business, you become a registered business.
Right.
When you start to provide a service, you become a functioning business. When you start to turn a profit, you become a profitable business.
Right.
So it at different levels to the thing. When you reach the level where you open up more than one location, you become an expansive business.
Yeah.
So it had different levels to the thing. But to take away the fact that because a person have
What they say
a
in that
company
you need to
banking
have.
account,
Yeah.
or a person don't have 13 workers on a staff.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you could come to me and show me you do $2 million in sales with 5 people, I have to applaud you.
Yeah.
Because imagine if you had 13 people, we'd have been having a whole different conversation.
Well, I think that's what they're saying in terms of like now, just aside, I went a little too deep because it's a side hustle, meaning you're having a job.
Right. And
And you
you
take
have
on
added
you're
something
baking
on
a
the
little
side.
cake. So I went a little
Right.
too deep, but
Right.
we done in the water, so we in it, right? Business, because let's say I want to have a juice company, and that I went and registered. That's my business.
Right.
Humanly, I can only, unless paid by one of the butlers in Trinidad or any country, I could only physically make 800 bottles.
But in that 800 bottles, you are now considered a functioning business. Because you don't start to provide a product. It doesn't matter if you're providing 5 or you're providing
Right.
500.
Yeah. Now, the point because the people who are trying, Visu, are trying to, I want to get it wrong, so I don't want to quote the man name wrong, right?
Right.
But one of the guys who I was taking quite often, show you like, yes, it is a business. I don't want to take that away because I consider myself a businessman with the things that I have registered and open and functioning. Yeah? But in the real, in the classification of it, more than the letter of it, yeah, to actually be what you classing yourself to be, certain things required. And or else you end up, because yes, it's a business, but think about it, let you think about it. I really am just self-employed. If it's me waking up 8 o'clock every morning, doing all the work, it's still a job that I getting up to do, and it's not something that making me more money than the time I could put into it.
Nah, G, nah. You're confuffling the thing there, brother.
Why you say that?
Because here what I'm telling you, right? Once you start to deliver, as I said, let me say it again, at levels. When you register a business, you expected to file for your BIR number and all
Right.
these things immediately. You know why? Because from the time you register your business and it go up in the business registry, it's immediately considered a business. Now, a bank account, a company banking account, that is just so that you could have financial records,
Right.
you could pass money through it, and your business could develop a level of credibility. You could do the very same thing with a personal account as well.
Right.
Right? So if you have money coming in every month into your personal account, you find the bank will send you more letters to take loans and these different things.
Right.
Because you're developing a credibility based on credit, right? Once you start to produce a product, let me say I selling eggs.
Right.
My first customer come in and buy 1 egg every day.
Right.
Because he just want egg to fry. My second customer taking 6. And my third customer taking 12. I alone doing that, eh? I alone supplying these 3 customers. I am then considered a functioning business. Because I'm supplying a product and a generating an income.
Right.
Whether it be profit-based or not. Because once you get paid for a service, you automatically become functioning.
Right.
Next level from that is what?
I just want to interject because what I think it's missing, what I'm trying to say is that is not what I talking about is like a unwritten. Think about, drawing my examples. When you go into the bank and the bank giving you a loan as the man who selling fruit or making a juice, right? They still give you self-employed. That's the name on the thing. That type of interest that you're going to.
Nah, it are not like no self-employed
Yeah,
loan,
yeah.
bro.
Just
Is that either you get a business loan or you get a personal loan? It are no. It are
right,
no.
but even when you get the business loan, they still what type of you still have a class that they're making that they're putting in a section.
All right, so let me show you before my situation, right?
Because you're breaking down the roots of the thing, I still just gain away a little bit of the free game to,
No,
for you
well,
to set up your system in a way that you're considered in the world of business, in the
Right.
world of the the economy and the finance. You'll be considered a different level, whether that level is in business still or is levels in the same topic now.
Well, all right.
You
Fair
know?
enough. Fair enough.
Yeah, because we just dive a little too deep. That's why the free game episodes, we have a lot of them coming because we have so much free game concerning business and things like that. Yeah, so I think I dive a little deep there while I'm because the Sid was talking about side hustle.
Yeah.
And I will always yes that. Just to touch that specifically to answer the brethren question, you have your 9 to 5 and you could still bake a 3 cake, 4 cake on a Saturday, a 20 cake.
Do
you
it.
could still do some pizzas. All them things is good. And with that is where we could then have the conversation I want to have what to do next. To not taper off, to be able to leave your job, to be able to take the earnings that you have, stay at your same level of living, and invest and do the right things so that you could eventually spend more time with the ones you love and still have money making and serve humanity. You know what I mean? And it could all start from a side hustle, which is a big goal for me. Yeah.
I would second. I would yes the side hustle as well. And I also like to add to that yes, it's much more stress, and it's going to require much more from you than your 9 to 5.
Yeah.
And that is why there's only 1% of people who get into business.
Yeah.
You understand?
A lot more trying, even if they ain't going through. A lot more people trying these days.
No, well,
at
even
least.
if they're trying, they fall into the 1%. They fall into that 1%. Even the triers falling into the 1%.
Wow, that's a little bit.
Because, no, think about it, bro.
Yeah.
Think about it, bro. 99% of the world living in the loop.
Right.
Go to work for somebody. Now, you and I may be a bit more privileged, and a few else out there might be a bit more privileged to have people around them who vibrating differently,
Yeah. Disruption.
who able to show you step away from this
Yeah.
because your potential is worth more than your paycheck, right? But a lot of people don't have that out there. It's becoming more prevalent now on the social medias and the internet and things. But 99% of the world is workers, bro. Because let me tell you something about that 1%. That 1% is out of go through a conquer in the fear. And not everybody able to conquer their fears. Because let me tell you something, as Daiwa says, it's going to be stressful.
Yeah.
It's going to bring you a lot of, but you have to have the heart to be willing to do it, to break that mold, to step out of that cycle. Because that is what is making the 1%.
Yeah.
That is what is making the 1% up, G. Is the fact that you find that courage to take that leap, to take that risk. Because plenty people lost. I telling you. Because I have seen days where it's Lions Den and Lions Den alone.
Right.
And Lions Den ain't bringing nothing. And I could turn back and go and pick up a brush, and sure by the end of the week I coming in with something.
Yeah.
I had was to conquer that fear, to know that here we're going Lions Den and bring nothing this month. Next month I go bring in something. To keep going.
Yeah.
You see it? Yeah, to keep going. Yeah. So I would like to say it's a lot of stress. But if you're in that 1% of people who willing to make that leap and to burn out fear, it would definitely be worth it for you in the end.
Definitely.
You see it?
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, we'd say one more,
Yeah, two more, I think.
two more.
Yeah, we coming home, man. We coming home.
This one is from Trinidad. Let me see. We hear what Dion Ramnarine. Yeah, I got a Dion Ramnarine. He says, "Do you think Machel Montano belongs in Chutney Soca Monarch?" Dion.
Let me just start off by saying, Dion,
Dion.
you like Bacchanal.
Yes, Dion.
Yeah. You like Bacchanal.
All right.
You like rap.
I send any lawyers by you, eh? Let them check you, right?
Yeah.
Dion say so.
I would say he, like everybody else, entitled to the option, but unlike everybody else,
Right.
he need to take a little seat and relax himself a little bit. Because oh God, leave something for somebody now, brother boy. Oh God. Because listen, Gary, understand. Understand you might want to be the goat.
Right.
You might want to be the goat, right? But oh God, boy. I mean to say, you know, let people live a little bit now, boy. It's like every time we get in a batch of youths who trying to do the thing and trying to make a shift in the thing and trying to carry it further, you coming back with your old candlestick ways and coming and slowing back down the thing, bro. I being honest with you. Don't watch me, listen. I don't have nothing against Machel and them club, G. I don't have nothing against Machel himself, the artist.
Yeah.
I have something with the whole gatekeeping vibe, bro.
Right.
That whole holding back the thing, and every time you're not getting the because all right. How good and how pleasant it could be for Machel to say this year I'm mentoring 5 youths,
Right.
and give them the formula, the one that you use over the years to win and to win out everything and to become a millionaire. Give the youths something. Look at, bro, when Machel sit down, we get pretty, we get voice, we get all these fellas and them, because you know why? You leave room for the youth, the little young sapling and them to rise up.
Okay.
You going in chutney. What you doing singing chutney? No, let me don't say it so. Because I be biased, right?
Right.
Because I still have to maintain the fact that every human entitled to the shot, to do them thing, right? So if the man feel to go in chutney, let him go in the chutney. But it has so much of youths who are coming up in these art forms. We get kicked out of the competition or get denied a finalist place
Right.
because your name alone. Because let me tell you something, bro. If I see host a Chutney Soca Monarch final and Machel enter my competition, being who Machel is, it have no way I can leave you off that list. Whether he was good or not. That is Machel. That is big boy. Big boy. You understand what I'm trying to say?
That does trouble me. You see the partiality of judging.
Right.
I don't like that.
Right.
Because I believe who show up on the day under the merit supposed to get the title.
Right.
I'm saying that, right?
Right.
I, as the GOAT, wanting to establish my legacy as the GOAT of soca, whether it had a GOAT before or a GOAT coming,
Right.
I see myself as, I am soca.
Right.
Right? Wouldn't it be naturally one of my moves to check off all the soca boxes, even Chutney Soca Monarch? Wouldn't it be wise of me to use the buzz to ride the wave, to establish and stamp that level? Now, I still have to touch on the fact that I believe that every person who make it have a right to show others coming behind them. Even it is to just say, I know this guy, give him a chance in your studio. Or this is how to do it. Or look at 2000, go and cut your first single. Or, you need to give back. That is no if and but no maybe. And
Sometimes giving back is holding back too.
well, now
Sometimes giving back is holding back too, Gary.
hear how equal and unbiased me the goat could make the race. I train for the race, I run the race, but I help you train too. To make you the best opponent for me.
Here would make you the goat. Here would make you the goat. Here I would consider a goat move.
Right.
I not entering no competition. But I let go in the hardest tune in all the genres.
Right.
Let the ground call me the winner. That is goat mode to me.
Okay, release the genre and grab the popular vote for it then. You ain't going to a monarch, but hey, you sing a song that up there in the monarchs of that genre.
Come on.
All right, I could take that too.
You have one of the hardest
I
chutney.
could take that too.
You have one of the hardest chutney in the country, but it's not in the chutney finals because here why? Give the youth sablai.
Yeah.
Let somebody else have a turn at the thing. Let somebody else become a millionaire, bro. Let somebody else.
Right.
I ain't saying that you can't function, you know. I ain't saying that you can't lend a contribution, you know. But oh God, man. Because let me think about it, right? The two top finalists,
Right.
Ricky Jai and Machel Montano. Ricky Jai is the king of chutney,
Right.
right? You have to come good to be tricky.
Yeah.
Because that is Ricky genre. Machel Montano, probably check and see if he ever sing a chutney. I don't want to talk out of the context, but I don't think I've ever
Yeah, you had certainly influence songs for sure.
Yeah,
for
yeah,
sure.
songs,
Yeah.
right? Yeah,
Yeah.
songs where you merge and thing with people and
Definite.
thing, but like a full out
Nah, I think he was ever.
Right.
But I always see him as that kind of strategic. I don't know him like that way, bodies or nothing. You know what I mean? I know people who know him and everything. You know what I mean? In music. But here what's going on. He strike me as a strategic individual who have a kind of, all right, I have this goal and these is the moves I have to make that goal happen.
right.
You see, and if I still be an advocate, I bring in a notoriety to the event. It bring in notoriety to me too, but I bring in a notoriety to the event with more eyes on it, more questions about the event, more people might go to the event, and
Bro,
it always our next year.
man, I will go and meet my creator saying the same thing. Man battle is with self. Man have to learn to conquer the ego, bro. Because here we go on. You talking about I bringing a notoriety to your thing.
Right.
What about bringing a notoriety to the culture by being an ambassador for it? What about being bringing a notoriety to righteousness by being a defender in it? It ain't about self because I'm going to say here we go on. I's Machel Montano.
Yeah.
I's the big gun. I trying to be the goat. But how much sheep you create in the process of being the goat? How much horns you break off?
Yeah. Well, that is you see, that is a two-edged thing for me because I believe that more of the local, I can't speak for the other, speaking for my island, more of us need to nurture the ones coming up, even if that means to nurture them to pass you out, to pull you even higher.
But how you could nurture them? How you could nurture them if you're challenging them, bro?
No, but
Bro,
it's
listen to what
Trinidad, and
listen
we
to what I'm
talking
saying,
about
Gadi. I will
Machel.
listen to what
This-
I'm saying to you, know.
Trinidad culture
We
is
ain't going with
competition.
we ain't going with no favorism thing here,
Right.
you know, bro.
No, it ain't about
we going
that.
with what is right
Yeah.
and what is wrong. We could ask if we think Machel deserve to be there. How could you nurture something when you're competing against it?
Which is, that is a different topic because me personally, Trinidad, that competition thing, it's good, it's healthy, but it killing the thing because it's the only thing. Nobody in just showcasing for showcasing sake, for the love of the culture. It always had this kind of I better than you better than
But
me.
that's exactly what I say.
You know what I'm saying?
No, but that's exactly what I say.
But
you know, listen to me, G. Just
right.
listen. I'm a talk, right?
Yeah.
This is exactly what I'm saying to you.
Mm-hmm.
You can't be in one corner
Right.
talking. I think you should be a defender of the culture, and I think you should support more youths. And then in the next corner saying you have all right to be in competition with them.
Yes, because the people who are training should be good enough to beat me.
No, God, listen. I will listen, bro. Don't be hurried to answer. I will listen to what is saying to you, right? If you nurturing something, how could it be at the same quality of you? How?
And then
Listen to what I'm saying.
What way to give them resistance?
Listen to what I'm saying. Listen to what I'm saying. You have a tree,
Right.
and the tree grow big. It drop a fruit,
Right.
right?
Yeah.
And next tree coming up underneath it, right? How that next tree go reach its full potential if that next big tree, you see it in the forest, you see it in trees. The next one will under the shade and the next tree remain much more smaller because you become the dominant one absorbing all the light. So if Machel basically done win everything he had was to win already, right?
Well, except that.
Right, okay, maybe except the chutney Soca monarch, right?
Yeah.
But listen to what I'm saying there, bro. You can't say you mentoring youths and you are the youths and them to go forward, but you is the stumbling block in front of them. Because how much youths you know could, with all Machel years of experience, could even meet Machel on a stage level to level, bro. Machel is the boss of the thing.
Right.
We're not taking away from the brother, bro.
Right.
Machel know how to move a crowd, he know how to build a hype, he know how to, marketing, he know PR, he know everything. He had the game.
Right.
He had the blueprint. But for the thing to really progress, bro, because we go in with what the question is here.
Yeah,
Remember the question is not you and
but I say he belongs.
right?
Yeah.
The question is, do you think he belongs in the Soca monarch?
I think so.
I think at this point, Machel could be more impactful in lending some of that time to bringing up the next generation of music, bro.
I think he could do both. And he should do more of the other, because the competition is a one-off, and all right, you win it, you could rest it.
So if every year it has something new.
As a
You come out and win it, Ed?
as an artist,
Right.
who
No,
in a
right.
culture of competition,
Right.
that is a new challenge.
Right, because here we're going. Ego is what waking you up in the morning. Not
Well, how that become
no.
ego if I watch it, I talk about me now, watch it as a challenge.
All right, let me show you how it become ego, bro. Right? Because then if you think you're the greatest at something, you ain't leaving no room for nobody to be great.
But that is the thing. I'm operating, because we're talking about local Trinidadian competition.
We're talking in general.
No, but this...
We're talking in general life. We're talking in general when it comes to
This is why
that,
I'm
bro.
breaking it down too, because I'm
Right.
saying that the guys on top have to help the ones coming up.
But how you can help them
But-
if you is the thing blocking them from going up? How?
All right, so I break it down into a kung fu thing. For you to say that, oos, you get it. You have to have a battle with the master. Where
Right.
you one move faster, or you one, and
Right.
you catch him.
Right?
You know? So
And then when you feel you on top, the master turn around and he
No.
tell you, he say,
this is what
I
I
never
want to
teach you
say.
everything in the...
This is what I want to say, because you still have to develop your things where you ain't go teach out too. Now hear this. I'm telling every one of y'all, it had light enough for all of us. It had airtime enough for all of us. Where
You
we
missing the
could...
point, you know.
No, but...
You making it philosophical. You missing the point, bro.
Nah, man.
Because we talking about
I think he
gatekeeping,
Nah.
and we talking about freedom of the thing, bro. We ain't talking about space and light. It a light and
No,
it a
but-
light and thing for everybody. Yes,
Nah,
we
but
ain't
here,
say no.
dig it.
But if you is the biggest tree in the forest, you consuming more light than everybody, and everybody else under your shade, bro. You could twist it how you want
Right.
and try to defend it. If you is the tallest tree in the thing and you ain't making room for the trees who are coming up, you're suffering them from light.
But I don't think being
Because
part of the because it's a
think about one youth. Think about one young youth, Gary,
yeah.
will get sent home this year because of preference for that guy.
This is what right.
But how you stopping
Hit
it?
that pin there.
How
Hear
you
what going
stopping
on?
it?
You hear that word they use there? Because of the preference of that guy. So if you remove impartiality,
How you moving that?
well, it's the culture we deal
Well,
with.
that's why you have to stay out the competition. Because you done as an impartiality by going in it. Just you enter in as an impartiality, bro. Let me be honest.
Come like I think in a show for the win.
Because you done take you done take a spot from an upcoming person. Listen to what I'm saying. You done take a spot from an upcoming person already, right? You done take away one spot that a new person in this genre could have achieved.
Because it's funny, eh? I know, I still have, it done happening, right? That done
Right.
done, right? Unless he want to pleaseably excuse himself and thing, right? But it kind of funny because to see Popcorn go on Digital Rising Star to win. You know that kind of way? Like you've done Popcorn already. You have a one name.
A Popcorn go on and enter Chutney Soca Monarch.
Yeah.
Play the same way.
No, well, I talk Jamaican because remember we live in it's Trinidad,
Right.
Trinidad culture, it's
Right.
competition. We don't set it up so we need to work from now, trying to change the thing and evolve it and build it. All the people doing the hard work in trying to make the industry happen, kudos, because it kind of...
It come like, all right,
Yeah.
like if you watch, right? X Factor. America's Got Talent. Paula Abdul. All
Right.
these people. Tyra Banks, all these people. These people not going up on a stage and competing against the...
Yeah.
The-
He should be a guest judge. Being a man knowing music, he could still...
And these...
Yeah.
Because, all right, Machel wake up in the morning, bro. Let me be honest.
Right,
Machel not going without me.
right.
Machel have his life together. He have things going on. He could give that opportunity to somebody else, Gary.
Just
if,
one. All
if we
right.
being
Yeah.
if we being philanthropic,
yeah.
right? If we talking about being good and kind and being right and light to shine on everybody and these kind of things, let me go from it from the fair point of view.
All right. If I could add one more, just as you bring that, if it is that my winnings, the proceeds is used for that, could that be acceptable on that in terms of me entering, winning, and still, because there's the point I bring.
That's like insult to injury. Me, as a contestant who day with you, that's like insult to injury to me. Because it show me that you didn't even need.
It's a funny you make me see the funny line,
Because look at it.
Yeah.
When these fellas was out of the thing
Still-
for a while, right? Look at how much young grades we get.
which should have happened
Under them
under
fellas
the
care.
tenure.
That is my
Them should have see the voice before the voice and say, voice, look this.
That come like me now, bro. Right? That's come like me now. That come like me trying to dominate and do everything myself and not pass on the knowledge to nobody.
It's a culture thing,
You had to pass it on, bro. You had to come to
Yeah.
a point in time where you looking to mold and shape the next generation.
It's
and
a
thing.
culture thing.
Especially if you was blessed in the midst of your journey. Now, as I say to you, my personal take on the thing is, I all fame doing every genre.
Right. Just not in the competition to box out no one.
As the GOAT, here we're going. Every year I drop in a single and all you have to beat me. But I not in no competition thing with all you. I just point out thing to make all you a better version of all yourself.
And I think it's still, he could do that and he could still, now, just following the little
Yeah.
topics and thing what been recently coming up in the social media and thing, right? Where Machel was saying, a man that is it because a man weak, he ain't really bust through but plenty of our fathers do that plenty black businessmen do that. I strive, so you go strive now. Instead of telling them, here's a start, not to go frolic, but I'm going to guide you through your start so that you could be me. Because there's hate on LeBron all they want, but basketball is the biggest part of that fella life to me. What I just look at with that brother is making our money, getting the closest friends around him. I start for them to make money too. Then these guys pool the money and making more money than yo. So, and then they would have people who they employing and do, it is, all of us could shine. And sometimes your shine just be even brighter
Right.
when you're helping.
So, I will go back to the original. The beginning of when he was using that analogy.
Right.
You see LeBron catch a link, and then he bless.
But he's still goating. No,
Listen to
he's
what I
still
say.
goating.
No, listen to what I
Yeah,
say. That's why
yeah.
you listen to what you know, say, right?
Yeah.
When he catch he length, he bless the people around him. Instead of giving them just willy-nilly,
Yeah, he
or
just
thinking,
touch them up.
he blessed them so that they could be able to catch themselves in
Yeah.
life.
Come up
and
same
be,
way like he.
And be able to bless others.
Yeah.
That is it. That is it right there.
But that could
But
be done.
you can't do that if you're in competition with your own friend.
But if-
so listen what I'm saying. Use my friend. Use my friend. I give you, I's LeBron James.
Right.
I give you 100,000 to open my Burger King. And right next to your Burger King, I open my Wendy. You're looking to rip my skull out. Think about what I'm telling you, Gardy. I know give a real sweet analogy. There. I's LeBron James. I give you 100,000 to open my Burger King. And right next to you, I place a Burger King. Where I own. How we are winning? So if I saying, let me help the youths by entering every competition, how I getting the youths a chance to go forward anything, bro? It are no favor, is it? And you like this one and you like that. It's reality, it is. The battle have to pass.
I'm still watching it two ways.
And only the
because-
greedy is hold on to the battle long, bro. It's not no go thing. Goat is ego thing, bro.
For real.
Goat is even that go thing is an ego thing, bro.
Yeah.
If nothing else can come out of this whole conversation, I would like the viewers to take that, right? Wrestle with the ego each and every day and always try to be the winner in the situation. Because ego keep Moses out of the promised land, bro. What do I have to do? Bring water from this rock for you to believe? You bringing any water from anywhere? It's through the Father your works manifesting. Through the Father your works manifesting, top G. So if you understand what I'm saying, man, have to wrestle with the ego. And the more you ascend, and as a person who just talk so much ascension talk, and so much high talk, you're supposed to reach at the level of the heights to understand that you don't need to compete no more to be the GOAT. You could dare today and they will always consider you the GOAT.
I totally understand that, Lam. But because of the way our culture, Trinidad culture set up.
And still saying,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah, because of how it's set up. For you to be, for your works, your hard work, what you put in. Look at the recognition. How everybody know crazy and crazy works and the amount of work. So you just have to put your works on a display, or else people will just pass it over.
No.
People will just bury it.
No, here where it's going. Man like accolade because accolades feeds a man ego. When a man collect the Pulitzer Prize or this kind of thing, he feel like the best reporter in the world. When a man collect a Grammy, he feel like the best singer, but reality and truly it is a singers putting out more impactful work than you. You must be just reaching the right ears. Look how easy coffee went a Grammy the other day. Just because the president of America happened to mention in a tweet that he did listen to She's song while exercising. Barack Obama and she end up in a Grammy place. What about Buju? What about all them fellas and them was coming before? What about Sizzle Akalanji? Nobody never studied to get Sizzle. I hear a whole generation, bro.
Machel, I really try to be unbiased and, make it a strategy thing and a business thing. But the more my brother talk, I really leaning towards better he did rest.
Come on, bro. That is real good. That is a goat move.
Yeah.
Got
Now,
it.
the way he breaking it down, even you might think, unless you actually, it's some strategy and all well and that is to you. But what the brother saying making sense, especially since our culture is not to help each other.
Come on, bro.
Trinidad had was to help themselves, and now people want to work with Trinidad. You know what I mean? When it should have be, let we work with them from the beginning. You know what I mean?
Let me use the exclusive experience as an example. Right? I could have run and push myself in front and say I want to lion.
But it's not about us, for sure.
Huh?
Yeah.
I just feel so good to see my brethren up there
Yeah, have a platform.
doing
operate.
something different and
Yeah.
becoming a different version of yourself. Cause leadership don't mean domination, bro. That is a goat move. A goat move is taking yourself out of the front line and putting somebody else to win. That's a goat. That you will be remembered more for than your accolades.
But I say that we have to do more at that.
Yeah.
In any way, shape, or form.
Trust me, bro.
Himself is our my lord.
Yeah. Yeah.
Himself is a phone call that an artist could call you and ask you a question. Now, all our we just get busy, we know. I don't want to take away. I myself is, operate under a strict time schedule. But still, I think just naturally, universally, just goodness, it requires a give back. And I'm not talking about in the beginning, early success. I'm talking about your season, you're in the thing, you already have a
You done had the blueprint. You had the blueprint.
It ain't nothing to line up a scene.
Because let me add to that to say, right? No, I say all of that, and I am totally aware that Machel have helped a lot of people
Right.
with their careers. The Patrice Roberts, the from Patrice, the Zan, the Umi, the Dennis Belfort, the Destra, you know what I mean? He have worked with a lot of artists and them kind of
That is,
thing, right?
that is enough asking, or should I be more? I don't know. What's the scale?
I think what he did in that time to now, he was only able to do that.
Right.
Right? But what I say now is that you're already the GOAT, bro. You don't need no more accolades to prove you're the GOAT, bro. Jump high, you go anywhere in the world and say Soca, you just hear Machel.
One more point.
If you, listen what I'm saying, right?
Yeah.
If you go anywhere in the world and you talk about Soca, if it's one Soca artist them know, it's Machel. That is GOAT mode. That is GOAT mode right there, bro. It come like your name affiliated to that genre. Use the biggest name in that. You understand what I'm trying to say? You could rest up now and try to be more impactful in bringing out the next generation and giving the blueprint. You see, all we didn't have when we were struggling. I was showing you that this morning too. Any reason, the things that I didn't have when I was now coming in, and the little free game and the little. This is why I just give it out now because I just wish somebody was there to give it to me.
Yeah, man.
And this is where we have to come back and become. If you truly want to be a GOAT, be somebody who remembered as, way boy, Lion and God. If it's one thing I could call God 8 o'clock in the night and God will break down a whole scene for me and stay with me till I catch it. And, you know, that GOAT mode to me now, boy. Not no accolade thing, and no ranking thing, and no peer thing, and no title thing, boy.
Just to be clear.
Yeah.
Take a rest mean rest the competition.
Yeah, rest the competition.
Right, because artists till
Yeah,
the dead wants to sing it.
That what I tell you, keep putting out. Hear
putting out the content.
how you could help this culture. Keep putting out great music in every subgenre of soca every year, and let it be the marker for people to rise to. Let you be the person to beat without having to beat you in a competition.
I dig it. left the competition for the upcomers.
Yes, I.
Once you upcome, you win a title, you win a 2 title, rest out.
Come like your belly full,
Yeah.
right? But yet still you grab a plate and go on and stand up in the homeless line, bro.
No. You see, it's a cult. I had to you say you was annoyed with me when I say culture, but think about it. Some of the Calypso monarchs
Right,
have 7 titles,
Right.
8 titles, because that in itself
right.
is a thing with the competition. How much you could gather.
But I said, man, 8 titles start from 23 years and now there's 57 years, bro.
Right.
Now there's 57 years they done run the gauntlet already. Now that apply to them the same way too. That apply to the crazies, the gypsies, the this one, that apply to them.
Cool. Basically, we need to change up some of them things, you know.
Yeah, why these watchers are thriving art
Not
for.
because it's bad, eh?
You see the Kaiso, the Baba di dan tan 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 tan.
Yeah,
Da, da, da,
Santi
da.
Manite.
Yeah, tan 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 tan. I see this boy walking down the road.
Yeah.
And he moving like it. You see that? I've noticed that every year there's bringing an influx of new people. So even the gypsies and them, they might enter thing, but you'll see the new upcomers coming and trying to challenge and
Extempo.
extempo. We need that. We need to get back to that kind of. And that would transcend to so much other things in real life, Gary. Because
know
that
what
could be
is, boy?
applicable even in family. Because as you say just now, the right man might say, boy, I had was to struggle, so my son had to struggle. Nah, G. You had to struggle. You had was to learn the tough lessons. Now you could give your son the edge by giving him the knowledge you gotta. Helping him, not weakening him, but giving him the knowledge you gotta. As, you know what, son? Instead of putting out 5 songs this year, put out 3 good ones. Could die with a like. So, you know, it wavers.
Competition make it funny. Because without the competition, I could still be doing me, Bounty Killer, Popcorn, Vibes Cartel. I could still do me
Right.
and help 300, 220 people
Facts.
at the same time.
At the same time.
And them could be recognized just as much as me, sometimes even more, and I still doing my thing.
We rise and helping others, bro.
Yeah.
We rise and
Yeah.
helping others, bro. Yeah?
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
We have one more.
May the best win still, eh?
Yeah.
Jano.
Yeah. I mean, man, good
May
luck to
the
everybody
best
still.
win, for
and,
sure.
And if the brother get the title, well, no, I tell you, once you get that title, you have to rest up.
Yeah.
Once you get that title, no, my virgin God, the point is, to be the GOAT, you have to get the things and them with the GOAT and them. You have to get
line up all the titles.
line up all the titles,
Yeah,
right?
get your ring.
So fair is fair. I understand that point as well because, you know what I mean? You have to get a ring.
Yeah.
All right? So if it's die with your own, all right. You get it this year? Well,
Yeah,
next year,
rest up.
we're looking for a
Yeah.
better match, all right?
Yeah.
Pick up yourself, man. How you mean, man? You see it? We go in with this last one
Right?
from Anika Baptiste. I see in USA/Trinidad here. So I guess.
Okay. She from Trinidad, living in the
Yeah,
States.
probably. I think so.
Okay.
Right? And
Anissa, big up yourself.
Anika Baptiste.
Anika.
Big up yourself, Wagwan. So she question is what or what takes on Trump.
I want
That
to do
guy.
a whole episode on Trump.
Yeah.
Yo, that man is, yo.
I will let you go first, Gary.
Wow.
Because you know I kind of unconventional in my thoughts. So I will let you go first. Where's your takes on Trump?
We are living in 2025 in Babylon. There's a lot of things happening that you could see plainly with your own eyes. And there's a lot of things happening behind the scenes and subconsciously as well. If you're not picking up right now, when you go pick up. Trump at the helm is entertaining, disrupting. I don't know if the things that he's doing is against the order or for the order or for the people or against the people in terms of the root of why he doing it, because some of the things he doing, like changing the game and shaking up certain things where, making it better for some people or a majority in a case. It's very interesting Trump being in power right now. It's so much we could talk about. If we talk in Trump, we have to talk his policies. We had to get into that. We had to get into the moves he making. Me, I would just to touch on it lightly.
Yeah.
I love how he get the seat, how he get the presidency, how he manipulate and use the social media, use the podcast and use my game now to achieve a wide. So it's showing me that what I dealing with could really it making precedence now, because he was real strategic, Dread. I have to give me kudos because you know what I mean. He had like something like 125 hours or 128 million views for the 40 hours of content he had versus Kamala Harris 4 hours or 7 hours, and one of the interviews was like 10 minutes long. Hers was scripted. His own was like how we talking on the couch, people just thing, and he going off on rants and talking for 3-4 hours, and so we get to see a deeper side of Trump. And you never see that with any president. So he breaks so much barriers and so many levels that the conversation could swing all how we in talk, what he doing in the Middle East, how he operating with the wall and the letting out and letting in, and we in talk how he shaking up. He say he want to own the Gaza, The Gaza Strip, he say, will be owned by the United States and owned and operated. And when somebody asks him if any Palestinians will be living there, he say, well, a mix of people will be there, including them. Where that going to, you know what I mean? I don't know if that going to happen. I can't say.
Right.
But who doing that? Which president you ever see had that kind of cojones to really rock that kind of show now? That was impressing me with Trump being a disruptor now. Because I don't know which leader for us really and truly. So I want to even take all that out of the equation. Watching him as a president, he's a disruptor and he's very entertaining. Trump.
Me personally, bro, right? I just look at things real different.
Yeah.
Like, let me start by saying that the media have a way of painting an image.
Right.
And that image could become somebody's reality.
Right.
So, if you ask most people why they don't like Trump, they can't tell you.
Yeah.
They would tell you a thing like, he just say, you would grab a woman pussy and...
Yeah.
And they don't like how he's chauvinist and...
Yeah. Straight.
But if you do like you're supposed to do in all circumstances in your life,
Right.
is approach everything from its full context. So if you're saying you don't like him, but because he say he just grab woman pussy, go look at that video in its entirety and get the context before you base your opinion on that.
On that is what I was be saying. Get
Right.
all the facts.
Get all the facts before you base your opinion on that. Because, just as a personal side note, I have seen the video, and that is not what he said. What he said is sometimes when you have power and you have money, it have some women out there what will allow you to do that to them.
Yeah. Which is
Without
true.
saying anything,
Yeah,
you're
which
lying.
is, yo.
Right? And that bring me back now to my take on him. I think what Trump is a real person with money. He is a person who is the truest version of himself
Yeah.
with enough money and power that he is a world-renowned name.
Okay.
famous, right?
Okay.
And in terms of his policies, because I have had this conversation enough time with my missus already,
Right.
where I tell she that when history reveal some of the things Trump doing, it's only then we would get to realize. Because
Yeah.
look,
Which it did last time.
right?
Yeah.
Last time he was in power, he put a cram down on the welfare. Because he say welfare was designed to destabilize the black home, which we have known all along.
Yeah.
But you see, he's not the most diplomatic or smooth talking person. Right? He just say what he mind. He's
Very curt.
Yeah, you know?
Yeah.
So he might say it a different way. We abolishing all dependencies on welfare. And somebody will come and sit down on the media and tell you, Trump say he banning all free food and food stamps.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden you hate him and you don't realize what he doing now is taking you off of the dependency that you have to raise your child in the home without a father present to get money from Uncle Sam. What he doing now is encouraging you to keep the father there.
Right.
We will remove tax and look one of the new things that he do, which impressed the hell out of me, was saying that in America now, they only recognize two genders, male and female. Round of applause. When you thought the black man would have do it, the black man actually was the one to allow it to happen. Who passed the law, the reform, to make it legal for gays to marriage and for it to have gays in the military and all these kind of things. When you're looking for a black man to have a natural balance within himself.
Yeah.
But you see, as that is why they don't like him. Because he's one of the only presidents was never scripted. He was a man where they only let him because they thought it would have bring some popularity to the whole thing.
If it's scripted, super kudos. But the other thing is, Trump is one of the shrewdest, or I wouldn't say one of,
Right.
He is a shrewd businessman.
Right.
And having him at the helm of the company that is America, the man know his business and know how to cut the unseen things that we can see.
No, but before we even go to the
know?
business point, I tell you where I observing with him. You see, he don't know what it takes to fix the financial problem already.
Yeah.
He not fixing that. When we say make America great again, when he said that, it wasn't about make America more white or make America more rich or more powerful, you know, bro. He was talking about making America more equal. Because that is where the Constitution of America was written upon, equality, where each man could have a attempt at the dream, the white picket fence and the 1 acre land. You see it? But they set so much things in place, bro, to take away that from people. And the people that suffer so much more is the minorities. Look at the deportation issue where they having, where they say deporting people from all over the world.
Right.
Bro, it's not people who went and get a paperwork and legal citizens and them thing, you know, bro.
Illegal immigrants.
It's illegal immigrants who are committing crime, offenders who have records. You have a record and we lay you back out into the system and
I mean, all them things could be scripted too and to make it look a certain way and they're really persecuting real people. That's why it's like to get the news some on the ground too. Who it happening to, you know? Who actually...
Yeah, but how I play now, we auntie
know?
and them in land back here already, Top G.
Yeah, because I ain't seeing that. I didn't see that influx of us coming back here.
One country, the
Yeah,
man
right.
do that so far, right? And it was a plane full of prisoners.
That he turned back.
When he sent.
Okay, yes.
And when he sent it, them send it
Them
back.
send it back.
He said, well, all right, no problem, let them come back. He said, well, here we go, and I'm raising all the taxes on this, that, abandoning that, all ain't no more in that. They call him back in about a daytime and tell him, here we go, and don't worry yourself. We go send a plane for them.
Yeah, he playing hard politics.
Bro, it's real.
Yeah.
This is the kind of leaders we need. This is the kind of thought. This is the kind of thing I was just telling you about, bro. We need people who don't conquer ego. He don't need to fit in. You don't have to like he lying. You know, China president is a boy. All it's done all that foolishness. Why you feel he what the Gaza? Why you feel he say America? Because we get them back the Gaza horse and they kill out one another for years. If America running in Gaza, it can't no killing again, bro. Or everybody have to live in it. All they living here. Everybody living here. We controlling here. Think about it from that way, nah. If you think about it from that way, bro, it come like we need somebody who really serious about doing the thing. He done had the fame, he done had the woman, he done had the glory, he ain't catching he no scandal, he ain't catching he. Cause he done have all them scenes already attached to he. Here we dealing with. We could imagine as a president of such a great country like America, you say on your first day of sitting in the office, one of the first things we are going to sign today is that we no longer recognize more than 2 genders. Bro, that dividing the world right now, bro. That dividing the world, bro. That corrupting the world, bro. That corrupting the youth. That, bro, that is a massive statement, bro.
Let me save some of that.
Bro, this one was deep. This one was deep. I enjoy this one because it allow we to touch more than one topic.
Go different places.
And it allow variation in the conversation. Because usually sometimes most times we share the same perspective.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
So the variation in perspectives was enlightening still, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Definitely.
Well, we good still, eh?
It might be. I mean, them don't know that.
Yo.
Them don't know that. But that's how the reasoning is go. Anybody who has ever in a reasoning know that it is hard times when you and your brethren and them, this have to part out the thing and you just have to show your brethren or your brethren have to show you this is how the thing start up.
We like that all the time.
You understand? So we just work with the thing. So I want to do a shout out again to Alex Carter from USA.
Yeah, man.
To Kofi Mensah from Ghana. To Zenali Dalanemi from South Africa. I'm sorry if I butcher your name. Love alone. You see it? We are Dion Ramnarine from Trinidad and Tobago.
Dion.
Big up yourself, Dion. How you mean, man? 868 to the world.
Man.
And we have Anika Baptiste. Anika Baptiste from USA/Trinidad.
Big up.
How you mean, man? Big up yourself if you're abroad. We give thanks to your viewing. Each and every person. Once again, we advise you all to subscribe, hit the notification bell so you get a notification next time we drop in content. We have a lot of different works, so we definitely like all to tap into the works. If you ain't following the pages yet, follow them up.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. You see it?
Yeah?
And we outside.
Yeah,
Man. We going until next time and let us know the things set already. Food.